The writers on Bold need to be investigated. How do you keep writing this kind of storyline on this show? How? Stop having family members hook up with each other. My God, the mystery of Luna's father is still ongoing long after people stop caring. No one in the fandom cares who Luna's father is anymore, so there was no need for them to write this atrocity, but here we are. So it's undisputed that Poppy is Luna's mother, but who's the daddy? It's not Bill. It's not the homeless man Tom Starr. In any other soap, it would have to be Jack, who's Poppy's former brother-in-law. Oh, but Bold had a better twist for us. It was revealed that Aunt Poppy was her nephew's first. Yes, Poppy and Finn slept together, and the show keeps trying to frame this as not gross by reminding us that Finn was 18 at the time, and that everyone always knew that Finn was adopted and not blood related to Poppy. I don't care. No, 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 no. It is still disgusting. Shut up. Poppy has known Finn since he was a child. Adopted or not, that was her sister's son. What are you talking about? This is beyond disgusting. Don't try to frame this as anything but. Save it. These writers, like I said, need to be investigated. So now Finn may be Luna's father. I hope not, but at this rate, child. I suppose when Steffi finds out that her husband slept with his aunt, she'll conveniently forget that she almost married her uncle once. Yeah, this show has a long history of family members hooking up, and I don't know why. And we just had the storyline of Luna making moves on Bill 5 minutes after he thought that she was his daughter and then found out she wasn't. Let's go down memory lane, shall we? There was that time where Ridge and Bridget were trying to be a thing. I try to block this out of my memory so badly, but Twitter will not let me. Y'all always bring this up, and I hate it. But yes, that is honestly the worst moment. Ridge and Bridget. Ridge once thought Bridget was his daughter, and then his sister, and then they didn't find out until Bridget was an adult that Ridge was not biologically her half-brother, and then y'all thought it was a good idea to get in a relationship. This is beyond disgusting. Beyond. But then you have good old Uncle Rick, who made moves on his niece Phoebe when she was underage. And again, until Rick was born, until he was an adult, he thought he was blood related to Ridge, and he has known Phoebe since she was a child, his niece. But because y'all are not blood related, it's great to be in a relationship. Are you serious? And she was underage at the time, and then when she became 18, he took her virginity, and then they broke up, and then Rick made moves on her mother. And they got in a sexual relationship. Yes, Rick and Taylor were in a relationship at one point, and Taylor has known Rick since he was a child. And then when Taylor came to her senses and broke up with Rick, then Rick moved on to Steffi, his other niece. And they got in a relationship, and they almost got married. It's just, oh my God. Everything is gross. I think Amber made moves on Thomas at one point before he was 18. It's just, oh my God. And when I started watching Bold, like in the early 2000s, there was all these constant little hints about Stephanie wanting Ridge, because Stephanie was an overbearing mother, always in Ridge's business. So they kept having a lot of characters make all these hints that maybe Stephanie wants Ridge more. Like, it was just gross. They even had Taylor say that to Stephanie. I believe Stephanie slapped her face off, like as she should have. It's just gross. Don't even hint at that. And you have multiple characters making this. Oh, I'm tired. And then there was a moment where Thomas had like a little crush on Brooke. It was a long time ago, but it's gross. Again, Brooke has known Thomas since he was a baby, and then Thomas had this little crush on Brooke, and then they did the Taboo Men's line where they were kind of flirting with this, like to promote the line, like, hey, maybe Brooke is gonna sleep with another Forrester, like her stepson that she's known since he was a baby. Y'all do not need to sell clothes this badly. I hate this. This show keeps doing this kind of stuff. And it's creepy and it's gross. And there's like 1,000 different drama storylines you could tell other than this nonsense. But they keep doing it. There's no reason. There was never a reason for Finn and Poppy to have an inappropriate relationship. What are y'all doing? And I don't even know why I'm still watching this, because I said I was going to stop watching if the Forresters didn't immediately sue the pants off of Carter and Hope and have a temporary restraining order done and temporary injunctions done to stop Carter from running the company. They didn't do any of that. I said if they didn't file a lawsuit like next episode or whatever, I was gonna start watching. They didn't file anything. What I've heard is that they've talked to attorneys off screen and that their hands are tied and that it would take too long to solve this legally. I've heard all this nonsense, which is completely untrue. And this is like the worst legal business storyline I have ever seen in soap operas, hell, in television. This is awful. None of this makes sense. None of it. In real life, these millionaires would have sued the pants off of Carter and got their company back like that. This is just so dumb. And Steffi's little plan to use that perfume lady to undermine Carter is also very just silly. I'm over it. I'm over it. I cannot wait for Beyond the Gates to air so I can stop watching this. Carla Mosley, I am ready for you, baby. I'm ready. The Young and the Restless is at least entertaining. There's still writing problems, but I'm entertained, okay? What I am annoyed with is that they killed off Aunt Jordan. Like, I was all about Aunt Jordan showing up with Ian Ward, these two big villains in the Young and the Restless, and they're teaming up to get their revenge on the Newmans, and Ian wants to get Mariah back, and Aunt Jordan wants to get her niece Claire back. Like, I liked all of this, and Aunt Jordan, she died. I think she drank poison to kill herself, right? And when she did that, like that entire scene where Aunt Jordan was confronting the Newmans and stuff, all of that was just such good acting. Like, I am going to miss Aunt Jordan. Like, that is a character that I believe should be around more. I love her. I love her interaction with the other characters. She is really good. Young and the Restless is really losing something to kill her off this soon. At least they didn't kill Ian Ward, even though they almost made it seem like they were going to. I mean, he tried to kill Victor. I think he shot Victor, and Victor wrestled that gun from him and shot Ian. Like, and not to mention, Ian being back has given Mariah something to do. Mariah and Tessa have not done anything of note on this show in like years. Literally years. They just be on here. Finally, with Ian here, they gave Mariah a lot of good dialogue, a lot of good scenes, a lot of good acting. I've been well entertained by Young and the Restless, so I appreciate that at least. Also, I have started watching General Hospital a little more, and I am entertained. I am entertained. They have this whole storyline with this man sleeping with his nephew's wife, and then said nephew got set on fire and he trying to recover from third-degree burns and stuff. I'm loving this. And then they had that character, like a legendary fan favorite character. She was killed off, right, of the show. She died, and now it seems like somebody has murdered her. Like, I am entertained. Days, I still haven't been watching much, but I mean, they ruined one of my favorite couples, Johnny and Chanel, and then they have a doppelganger for Rafe, and I hate doppelganger storylines. You know what, I'm just waiting for the new you know, they got new writers on Days, so I'm waiting for their episodes to air so I can get back to Days, because I don't know what's going on over there right now. So yeah, if you're watching this video, tell me your thoughts on what's going on in these soap operas, especially Bold. If you watched that, tell me your thoughts. What are the storylines? Are you enjoying them? Do you hate them? Let me know in a comment if you would be so kind. Also, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't be hard-headed. Help a brother out. All right, be blessed.